This is Friday Night Rivals, presented by Faulkner Subaru.
Week 6 brings us to Susquehanna High School as we put the Tri-Valley Football Conference in the spotlight. The 4-1 Upper Dolphin Trojans facing the 2-3 Susquehanna Blackhawks. It's CBS 21's Friday Night Rivals presented by Faulkner Subaru. Hi, everybody. Great to see you. I'm Phil Shaner alongside my partner Colin Riccabon. Upper Dolphin has a true double threat at quarterback in Macklin Ayers, 500 yards passing, over 500 yards rushing.
Yeah, the coaching staff for the Trojans had nothing but glowing things to say about Macklin Ayers this week. You said it, Phil. So balanced. He can run, he can throw, and it's all the work he did in the offseason attending camps. The lights will be shining brightly on Ayers tonight.
A couple of key injuries for Susquehanna, so they're going to rely on John Stump tonight, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, there is number 9, 5'8", 160-pound junior running back. Again, he'll be carrying the load due to injury, so expect a heavy dose of Stump, and that offensive line is going to have to clear the way for him.
Time for our Faulkner Subaru keys to the game. Let's start with the visitors, Upper Dolphin.
Well, we just talked about Stump for Susquehanna, so for Upper Dolphin, it's stop the run, and Stump has a partner in Austin Kenny. So on the other side, balance on offense for Upper Dolphin. Again, you've got Macklin Ayers, and you expect to see him leading the Trojans up and down the field, but he's also got a lot of weapons around him. For Susquehanna, no turnovers. You can't make mistakes. And with Stump, they have to control the clock. They have to chew up time and keep Upper Dolphin off the field.
The final Friday in September. It's CBS 21's Friday Night Rivals presented by Faulkner Subaru. Tonight, a matchup between the Trojans and the Blackhawks coming up next with kickoff. Week 6, Susquehanna Blackhawks Stadium. Tri-Valley Conference battle between the Susquehanna Blackhawks 2-3 against the 4-1 Upper Dolphin Trojans. Susquehanna lost a game to Pine Grove last week. They also lost 2 key players. For more on that, let's head down to the field to Jeff Jajeski. Jeff?
Yeah, Phil, you mentioned it in the open. 2 injuries, maybe the 2 most crucial players to this Susquehanna's team's success. Number 50, the linebacker and offensive lineman Connor McGuire. He's out tonight with an ankle injury. And the quarterback, number 4, Russ Amick, will also be out tonight. He hurt his knee in that game. Both went out in the first quarter against Pine Grove. That's your all better urgent care injury report. Phil, back to you.
Thank you very much, Jeff. And those are 2 huge injuries to this Susquehanna Blackhawks team. And how will they play without their 2 star players? We'll find out here tonight. Susquehanna wearing the black and orange. Upper Dolphin in the white and black and orange. So orange is the color of the night here tonight in this Tri-Valley Conference matchup between Upper Dolphin and Susquehanna. Upper Dolphin has put up tons of offense so far throughout this season. They're number 1 in the Tri-Valley Conference in total offense and running the football. Very impressive numbers throughout the first 5 weeks of the season. The Feather Law Group kickoff, and we're underway, week 6 of the high school football season and Friday Night Rivals. See what the Trojans can do with the ball first on the return. Good return across the 35-yard line up to the 37. Let's take a look at the Upper Dolphin Trojans offense, brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Macklin Ayers is the key to the offense, makes a lot of decisions. And then Jake Ramberger, he can run the football as well. The offensive line has really come together, that's for sure. They were concerned about the offensive line, but they have played great so far this season for the Trojans. There's your Renewal by Anderson. Upper Dolphin Trojans starters. Macklin Ayers will keep the football himself, and then the pitch. Good decision, and the pitch to Weist. A nice play there. And there you see Macklin Ayers making those decisions. As a junior, has that ability to get them in good plays.
Yeah, and one of the things he can really do is read the defense as you go to the defense here, Susquehanna, Phil.
Take a look at Susquehanna, Blackhawks defense, ruled by Anderson. And of course, with the injuries that Jeff talked about, John Stump will be the guy. He had 17 tackles last week. He has 45 tackles on the season, so a lot of play from those linebackers for the Blackhawks. And on the keeper is Macklin Ayers. Ayers, he's been over 500 yards rushing and 10 rushing touchdowns for Ayers, and he's going to hand the ball to Rumberger. He's going to hand the ball to Weist. I mean, he has all kinds of guys that he'll get the football to.
And that's who he just handed it to, number 24, Ramberger. We talked about what he can do with the football as they go back to the ground again.
Ramberger again has the football close to the 50 now in Susquehanna territory.
Yeah, Coach Ken Smeltz talked about the running game and talked about all the different weapons he has in that background. He didn't want to focus just on one. He talked about Jake Ramberger, talked about Donnie Gelnett, he talked about Mason Weiss as you get a look at Scott Ackery walking up and down that sideline.
Scott Ackery in his 4th season with Susquehanna. Second down carry, picks up a couple of yards, and a 3rd down coming up now for Upper Dolphin on their opening drive. And so far it's been a lot of that man, Jake Ramberger, 6 foot, 175-pound junior who has some speed. He's put up some huge numbers. He had 211 yards and 3 touchdowns in the Schuylkill Valley game in week 1.
Yeah, that was Aaron Eder with the tackle there, wearing number 50 tonight for Susquehanna.
And this time they go to Dalton Boyer. Boyer very close to the 1st down, but it'll be short, and 4th and a yard coming up for Upper Dolphin.
Wouldn't be surprised if they go for it here as they go now, this time to Boyer. They've talked about all their running backs. Again, they like to spread the ball around, Phil. You got Macklin Ayers under center, a really strong quarterback, but again, he's got plenty of players around him. Boyer taking a spot on the sidelines there, but you've seen it already. Ramberger, you've seen Weiss get the ball, and now Boyer as well. So they like to spread the ball around on offense.
Kent Smeltz in his 2nd year, 8-7. There's the decision here on this 4th and 1 from the Susquehanna 36-yard line, just underway in this Tri-Valley Conference matchup. There's Macklin Ayers. 17 carries, 128 yards, and 2 touchdowns in a game this year against Newport. And the 1st down and much more. How about a touchdown for Macklin Ayers? Touchdown number 11 on the season, rushing the football from 36 yards out. There's your Planet Fitness touchdown. Ayers goes from 36 yards for the score.
Yeah, Ayers calls his own number right there. This is a great handoff fake. And you'll get a look at it. Number 12, again, they talked about what he brings to this football team. Again, he does it on the ground and through the air. Such a smart quarterback, has a great job of reading the defense, and there he was right there. The fake handoff, holds it himself, and number 12, once he gets through the defense there, looks up to the sky and puts 6 on the board for Susquehanna.
Macklin Ayers from 36 yards out, an impressive opening drive for the Trojans. And they're going for 2. Ayers hands the football off, and just walking in for the easy 2-point conversion is Jake Ramberger. So the 2-point conversion is good, and the Trojans strike first. Ayers goes in from 36 yards for his 11th rushing touchdown of the season, and it's an 8-0 game. Stump and Wambach back to return the football for the Blackhawks as they trail 8-0. The Feather Law Group kickoff. Taken at the 20, and a good return for the Blackhawks, but the ball is on the turf. Susquehanna got the football back, and they'll have the ball offensively for the first time tonight with 9:16 remaining in the 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the Susquehanna Novi Anderson starting lineup. Antonio Garcia in at quarterback, replacing Russ Amick. Garcia had some playing time last year, and they're going to get the ball a lot to John Stump tonight. Stump wearing number 9, not 21 tonight. He changed his uniform jersey. Austin Kinney also gets a lot of carries, and Coach Ackery will go with the running back that's the hot one on the night. Will determine who will get more carries. So a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line for the Blackhawks. And the first give is to Stump. Stump makes one man miss and then picks up 3 yards on the 1st down carry by Stump, and we're going to call his name a lot tonight.
5'8", 150 pounds, Phil, physical runner, does have some great speed, some breakaway speed, as you get a look at the defense that's going to try to slow down Stump.
Rupp was the one that made the stop on that play, and here's your Novi Anderson starters for the Trojans defense. And last week they had their best defensive outing against Tri-Valley. They shut down Tri-Valley last week in a 42-14 victory. There's been a couple of games where their secondary has given up a lot of passing yards. 2nd and 7. Stump again. This time as the 1st down and more into Upper Dolphin territory, up to the 41-yard line.
Looks like Dalton Boyer came up with that tackle, but there he was. Stump knows he's going to get the ball a lot tonight, gets around the outside. We talked about his quickness. You know, he looks for find open space, and he did right there, outrunning some of the defenders of the Trojans, so he's finally taken out of bounds, but a good start for the ground game of Susquehanna.
Stump gets him going and gets them into Upper Dauphin territory. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line for the Blackhawks. Stump with a couple of good runs. Garcia under center this time for the Hawks. They give the ball back to Stump. This time nowhere to go. The Upper Dauphin defense was right there to stop Stump at the line of scrimmage.
That was Dane Zimmerman, big number 62 for Upper Dauphin, as this time they were waiting for number 9. Some great pressure up front by this Upper Dauphin defense again. Phil, you talked about it coming off a strong outing a week ago, probably their best of the season.
Lost a yard, 2nd and 11. Mac Linaire's 36-yard touchdown run, the opening drive for the Trojans, and they lead at 8-0. Susquehanna trying to answer that touchdown with their first offensive drive. Direct snap right to Stump. He gets a couple, so they're going to be creative in getting Stump the football. That time he lined up, took the snap, and tried to get a little bit of steam and picked up 4 yards.
Yeah, what he wants to do, Coach Scott Ackery, is control the clock, is, again, chew up as much time as possible. How are you going to do that? By effectively running the football. And what you've seen so far here early on in this game is they've kept the ball on the ground. They have not attempted a pass yet. They've gone to Stump for all of their carries. This is a player, again, that is going to be depended on heavily tonight for the Susquehanna offense.
3rd and 8, these are the situations Susquehanna does not want to be in. Coach Ackery talked about that this week. He wanted to be in 3rd and shorter situations, but let's see what Garcia can do. Rolling out, looking to pass the football. Has the completion down at the 30-yard line, and a great catch by Miller, the junior, with the grab and a Capital Blue Cross first down. Garcia's first pass, a completion to Miller.
Yeah, he's a confident quarterback in Garcia. He's not afraid to throw the football. A week ago, 135 yards passing off the bench when Amick went down, so now he hits Miller, his top target, with a nice pass at a first down. So Susquehanna keeps the drive going. Certainly a confidence builder for Coach Ackery and this Blackhawks offense.
Susquehanna lost to Elko and Lime Mountain, opened the season, then back-to-back wins to Judiana and Williams Valley, and last week lost to Pine Grove, so they sit at 2-3 overall. That win over Williams Valley, they're the defending Tri-Valley Conference champs. That was one of the biggest wins that Scott Ackery has had here at Susquehanna. That's Stump straight ahead. Good first down run there of 6 yards.
Mac Linaire's the quarterback for Upper Dauphin, comes up with the tackle, but you got to give a lot of credit to this offensive line up front so far for Susquehanna, getting the job done. You talk Mike Eckert and Bennett and Criley and Eder and Figured. I mean, these guys, again, they need to be able to create holes for Stump to get through and keep this ball in their hands and run some clock.
This is the down and distance that the Blackhawks like. 2nd and 3 from the 19-yard line. You can open up your playbook when you have a down and distance like 2nd and 3. Pitch to Stump. Running hard with a spin move. Has the first down and more. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Stump from 19 yards out. And Susquehanna answers Upper Dauphin's touchdown with a 19-yard TD by John Stump.
John Stump, what a performance. What a way to start this game for Susquehanna. They've called his number a lot on this opening drive, and he has answered that call. Looking at breaking the tackle there, spinning out of the grab there, but into the end zone goes number 9. What a response by the Blackhawks on their home field as they look like they're going to go for 2, Phil.
Just their second home game of the season, homecoming tonight. They're 1-0 at home. They had the big upset win over Williams Valley in week 4. Their only other home game of the season. So they'll go for 2 after the Stump 19-yard touchdown. Garcia will look, throw to the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. Pretty play there drawn up. Harbold with the catch for the 2-point conversion, and Susquehanna answers the call, and we have an 8-8 game. I told you Tri-Valley Conference football is fun. Stump in from 19 yards out. It's an 8-8 game on Friday Night Rivals. So both teams had an opportunity on offense, and both teams get on the board with touchdowns. Macklin Ayers, 36-yard touchdown for Upper Dauphin, followed by the great drive by Susquehanna. John Stump capped it off with a 19-yard touchdown, and we're tied at 8-8. Another Feather Law Group kickoff. Let's see what Upper Dauphin could do on the return. Zach Rupp with a nice return. And let's head down to the field. Last night, Jeff was soaked in Millersville. There was some rain here as well. Jeff, much drier tonight for you down on the sidelines.
Yeah, it certainly is a little bit drier down here on the field tonight, though. There has been a lot of action on this field lately. They are going to hope that it holds up. I talked to Coach Ackery before the game. He said they played some soccer on this field last night. It did get a little torn up, but they're hoping because of how nice of a day it was today that it would firm up a little bit and hold up as the game goes on.
Thank you, Jeff. Scott Ackery, also the athletic director, was hired here at Susquehanna at the age of 24 years old, took over the program. He's in his 4th season as the head coach of the Blackhawks. There's his pass, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Rupp.
Macklin Ayers rolling out there, Phil. Again, this is a junior quarterback that is a very smart football player, smart in the classroom as well, straight A student. And he's the type of player that continues to learn, but it has a boatload of talent running and throwing. Just an incomplete pass right there as we get a look at that Susquehanna defense.
He makes a lot of post-snap reads to get his team in the right situation. We saw that in the opening drive. A lot of different formations for Upper Dauphin. Very hard to game plan for. They get the ball to a lot of different players, and Mason Wiest with the carry. Wiest, 230 yards and 3 touchdowns coming in.
Here's number 20 taking the handoff. Give a lot of credit to that offensive line. And again, they put a lot of pressure on their offensive line at Upper Dauphin. Again, they run a lot of different formations, and they're asked to do a lot of different actions when they're on the line, including pull, and you know, you just have a bunch of talented players that aren't very big, but they get the job done for Upper Dauphin.
3rd and 1. Susquehanna's defense in the backfield, but Ayers pulls the football out and is running for the first down and has it. Now there's an example of a quarterback making the right read. They had the handoff stuffed. He pulls it out and runs around the end for the Capital Blue Cross. First down. That is a great play by Macklin Ayers.
Yeah, they were going to go to Donnie Gelnett. And instead, Macklin Ayers, when he saw just a sea of jerseys from the Blackhawks surrounding Gelnett, just kept it himself. Again, turned the corner. Look, he can run, he can throw. So just a smart decision, smart quarterback, smart play by Ayers.
1st and 10 from midfield now. Ayers looking to throw the football. Has the completion to Ramberger out of the backfield. Ramberger's 19th catch out of that backfield. He has great hands.
Yeah, he does have great hands, Phil. In fact, Coach Smelt said all of their backs have great hands, but he specifically talked about Ramberger. He says this guy can play anywhere out on the football field, and you see it right there, a nice completion for Macklin Ayers as looks like a sideline warning for Susquehanna, Phil.
Sideline warning for the Blackhawks. And another Capital Blue Cross first down on that completion from Ayers to Ramberger. So Upper Dauphin, they drove right down the field on their first opportunity offensively, and they're on the drive again. They have the ball at the Blackhawks' 39-yard line with 4:27 remaining in this first quarter. Ayers from the gun will throw the football quickly and has the completion, a big completion, down to the 20-yard line, and Ben Cope makes his 4th catch of the season and a first down for Upper Dauphin. Another Blue Cross first down on the Ayers to Cope completion.
Goes to his tight end this time, and just a nice route here by Cope. Goes up and pulls it down. Again, we talked about the great hands of the backs. Cope showing his great hands right there on the Macklin Ayers pass, and Ayers seems to be in a little bit of a groove tonight, obviously throwing and now running the football, Phil.
Ayers 28 of 61 for 547 passing coming in. 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions on the season. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Trojans. Get the ball out of the backfield. Gillette with the carry out of the backfield. And they do have a lot of weapons, and You know, Kent Smoltz talked about that factor that they have so many guys to get to the football, and they do a good job of getting everyone involved.
Yeah, this is a very potent offense. You got a lot of players around Macklin Ayers. There's Gelnick right there catching the ball, but you do have Mason Weiss, you have Dalton Boyer, of course you have Ramberger, you saw Ben Cope, the tight end. So Macklin Ayers has a lot of places to go with the football.
Lynette just gets back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10 here for the Trojans. And the handoff inside to Lynette. That was a fancy play, and he falls down towards the goal line and just shy of the end zone. What a great play. You know, Coach Kent Smoltz talked about Ayers as a point guard. That was a point guard-like move. Wow.
Yeah, look at this, Phil. The old Statue of Liberty play right here. Look at that little handoff inside to Gelnick. Like, a defense was full and plenty of room to run for Gelnick, but you can do that when you have a veteran quarterback and a confident quarterback like Ayers, and he just executed that play to perfection.
1st and goal. Touchdown, Upper Dolphin. The Trojans in from 1 yard out, and that is Jake Ramberger, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. And Upper Dolphin answers quickly with another impressive drive right down to the field.
Yeah, you see the Upper Dolphin flag making its way up down the field. A lot of scoring here in this first quarter, Phil. It's Ramberger in for the touchdown. But you said it's a fun night to be here at Susquehanna as these offenses are really rolling early on in this football game.
Upper Dolphin will go for 2. Ayers will keep it himself, trying to get to the goal line, and a good job by Susquehanna's defense to stop Macklin Ayers short of the 2-point conversion. So a good job by the Susquehanna defense, and a 14-8 score. Upper Dolphin with the lead, and there is the look at the 2-point conversion. Good job by the Blackhawks.
Yeah, that was Antonio Garcia, the quarterback. Again, the safety, he just kind of comes up and rolls up there and look, spies on Ayers and brings down Ayers. Great play by Garcia on the defensive end.
Time for our Subway Scholar athletes, and Upper Dolphin had a Subway Scholar athlete. That is Leah Lanker. I talked to Leah during the CBS 21 News tonight. She plays volleyball, basketball, and softball, has plans to go to Penn State and enlist in the Army ROTC. Congratulations to Leah. Great young lady. And then for Upper Dolphin, Haley Zettelmoyer. She plays soccer and track, also excels in the classroom. She wants to be a nurse. I talked to both of our scholar athletes on CBS 21 News tonight, and they're both eligible for a $3,000 scholarship presented at the end of the season courtesy of Subway. Subway is proud of all the student athletes across central Pennsylvania. Time for another Feather Law Group kickoff in this 14-8 Tri-Valley Conference game. Upper Dolphin has touched the ball twice, and they have scored both times. Susquehanna impressive on their opening drive. Ended it with a John Stump 19-yard touchdown. Short kick. The Blackhawks fall on the football at the 38-yard line, and that's where they'll have it. Of course, those 2 injuries that we talked about at the open, such a big blow for Susquehanna. I mean, they had that win over Williams Valley, and then last week, both of those players went down. They were against Pine Grove in the first quarter, and it changed the dynamic of the game for sure, with McGuire going down and then Amick, their quarterback. They tried to battle their way in that Pine Grove game, ended up losing 22-7, but they want to put on a fight tonight, and I believe that Ken Smoltz, Upper Dolphin, he knew that they were going to come to play here tonight. Direct snap for a couple of short yards. Week 7 already next week at Friday Night Rivals, if you can believe that. Trinity and East Pennsboro, both teams looking for their first win of the season. Both teams are 0-5 going into tonight's game. Trinity plays Milton Hershey tonight. East Penn will take on Camp Hill. So that's next week's game, Trinity and East Pennsboro. Week 7, the Friday Night Rivals next week at 7 o'clock. Short 3-yard gain for Stump. 2nd and 7. Blackhawks on their own 41-yard line. Garcia under center. Fakes the pitch. Rolls out and has his eyes down the field to throw the football. Now he'll run. And gains 2 yards on the scramble.
Yeah, Antonio Garcia, Phil, you mentioned again, Came off the bench last week throwing for 135 yards after Russ Amick went down. This is a confident player. He started games before. He played as a freshman. Really more of a game manager, Phil, and that's what they're looking for him to do tonight, is to manage this football team on the offensive end when you've got players around you like John Stump and Austin Kenny and all the rest of the players on offense.
3rd and 5. Three wideouts top of your screen. Garcia rolling and firing and has the completion far side and a Capital Blue Cross first down. Pretty pass and a great catch by Miller. His second catch of the night, over the shoulder by Miller.
Yeah, this is a great play by Mason Miller. Look at that throw, though, as well, as Garcia going against his body. And you can see the confidence starting to build there with number 5. He's got it in him to lead this football team. As Scott Ackrey said this week, he has plenty of confidence in his quarterback, Antonio Garcia.
So another first down, Capital Blue Cross first down for Susquehanna. Now back in Upper Dauphin territory at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Trying to answer the Trojan score. They did it the first time, trying to do it again. Stump straight ahead. Good first down run by Stump. Picks up 5 yards in the first down carry by John Stump.
Talk about the injuries. You talk about Russ Amick, again, your quarterback. And then you look at Connor McGuire. One of the things that I found so interesting said this week by Coach Ackrey, as you get a look at the sideline, you get Ken Smeltz, the Upper Dauphin head coach, is, Connor McGuire is going to be on that sideline. These players will not want to disappoint him. He's going to be like another coach on the sideline. They're going to play very, very hard for him. They expect a strong outing, as does Connor McGuire, from his teammates.
Ken Smeltz was at Newport before coming to take over the head coaching job at Upper Dauphin, his second season. It's Stump again. Stays on his feet. Great second effort and a first down. Barreling his way to the 30-yard line. Contact, break one tackle, show the balance, and get the Capital Blue Cross first down. Impressive 14-yard pickup by John Stump.
Number 9 has come to play tonight, Phil. We spotlighted him for a reason, and watch it right here. Look at a little hop there, kept his balance. That is just a player that is relentless, and right there comes up with a nice run for Susquehanna.
Very entertaining first quarter, and we're through one quarter. Upper Dauphin 14, Susquehanna 8, but the Blackhawks are driving on CBS 21's Friday Night Rivals.